Hi, it's Jimmy here again from Booster 365. I want to talk more about offline marketing and how this can help your online strategy by showing you some examples. So this is an example of a postcard that we sent out for a teacher training company that I'm doing some work for, and it's a personalised postcard. It's got my name on it, hello Jimmy, handwritten font, nice image on the front, company logo if you want it. But here's what happens. Somebody comes onto your website, they fill out the form. Under normal circumstances, they would receive an email from you. Now, 20% of people who sign up for your information will open your email. So your email open rate will be 20 to 21% on average. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But that means that 80% of the people that requested information from you are not getting a message. So imagine if they fill out the form on your website, they get your email, they read it, they don't read it, they forget about it. This comes in the letterbox a couple of days later. Now, assuming the addresses are correct, this postcard here will have a 99% delivery rate. So that's America, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland. And the open rate will be 96% to 99%. If you get this through your letterbox, and you see the image on the front, how many people do you think are going to throw this in the bin without reading the back of it? Right, virtually none. Everybody's going to turn it round and basically have a quick read and see what it's all about. Most people do it, I will do it. And if it's got my name on it, then I'm going to read it. And bear in mind, if people have already been on your website, they've already requested information, this is not this isn't junk mail anymore. They've already requested it. There is a connection there. They do know who you are. They're going to read it. And what we found is, this is another piece we sent, by the way. This is again, this could be automatically triggered from your website. What we started doing was putting on the QR code, and we started putting the QR code on the postcards. So what happens is somebody will get this in the post. The QR code will encourage them to use this little thing that most people are carrying about in their pocket. This is also known as a media player, as well as an iPhone. So what we ask people to do is just to scan this code, takes them back onto the website, and they can just click a button and buy your product or service, or they can watch a video, or you can basically take them onto whatever page you want them to go on. So rather than sending a DVD, which we did in the old days, sending them the QR code, they've already got the media player. By the way, most people don't seem to have DVD players anymore in their computers or even in their home. Everything's done online. But this makes that online to offline connection, get them to buy, get them to take some action. The other great thing about these little devices, they have this other function, and it's called a phone, right? You can actually call people. You can set your system up so that when people go back onto your website, you can know about it, you can give them a call, at the same time or maybe a little bit later, whichever's good for you. But the important thing is that we're combining online and offline strategies. So you have to do it, you have to try this. By the way, I'm actually designing an application, me and my programmers, whereby this can plug into your website. So that means when somebody fills out a form, it will automatically trigger a brochure if you want, a postcard reminder, and then a third and final reminder by postcard or letter or whatever you want to send them. This can all be set up automatically, so when they fill in the form on your website, these items are triggered to go out at a sequenced delay. So you can send one immediately, one in 7 days, the other one could be set to go out in 14 days, then they can have a final offer in 21 days, then you can send them a monthly newsletter, which again, all this goes out automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to stuff envelopes, you don't need to put stamps on it, you don't have to mess about with mailing labels, which I was never able to do, and mail merge and all that bullshit. You don't need to do anything. The customer puts their details in, they click submit, bang, it goes out. And this can go out for less than $1, by the way. This is what we're aiming to do. The postcard's even less than that. Now people might say, well, that costs money. No, it doesn't. I'll tell you what costs money. When you're spending money on marketing and advertising to drive people to your website, and they're signing up for information and a free guide or something from you, and only 20% of those people that signed up are getting your message, that's costing you a lot of money. That's costing you a fortune, because 80% of the people who requested the information are not getting it, or if they do get it, they can't remember getting it. There's so much noise going on online these days. But if you're driving people from your website or your social media page, Facebook or whatever, to an opt-in form, you want them to at least get your bloody message. And what better way to do that is a nice postcard in the mail, or a brochure, QR code. They're going to read your message again. The call to action is very specific. Get them back onto your website. Your conversion rates are going to go up by 200-300%. Your sales are going to go up by 50-100%. I'm not joking. This fucking works. So try it. So, by the way, if you're on my list, I'll let you know when the application's available, and I'll give you a free trial. You just pay for your postage, and the service is going to be free for you. If you're not on my list, click on the button now and get your details in there, or down there, wherever I put the bloody button. So just click on it, put in your details. I'll send you an example of how this works, and one of the simplest and easiest ways to increase your conversions and increase your sales, just for a very small investment.